Hi guys, coming to you again from Common Sense Parenting, and this video is more of a what not to do because I had one of those mornings where everything wasn't going right, and I got frustrated with the kids and I let my emotions get the better of me, and in the process I got really annoyed with my son for leaving a heater on in his room. Something that really wasn't a big deal, but I made it a big deal because I was feeling a little overwhelmed. Now, before they left for school, we all said sorry, and I, apologized for making him feel bad. And, they apologized too for their behavior, and I thought that all was well. Now, a lot of people would say, what's wrong with making your child feel bad for doing something that they did wrong? Perhaps that will make them remember the next time. And I used to feel that way too. Like, guilt would make them do what I wanted them to do. But I quickly got another reminder of why that doesn't work when later that evening I walked into my son's room and it was really cold, and I said, "Why isn't your heater on?" And he replied, "Well, I don't need it, don't worry about it." And I went to leave and I stopped and I said, "But why wouldn't you want to be warm? Because that's more comfortable." And he looked at me and said, "Well, I'm not really good at remembering to turn it off, and I don't want to upset you, so I'd rather just not use it at all." And so now you have your answer of why guilting your children doesn't really work. Instead of getting him to be more responsible by making him feel bad for leaving it on, all I had accomplished was that he was afraid to make mistakes and he was afraid to try again, and instead would rather give up what he wanted, a nice warm room, in order to avoid making a mistake and upsetting me. And so this is a very valuable lesson and a very good reminder for me why I moved to a more mindful way of parenting to begin with, because all I had accomplished was that he was afraid to make mistakes and try again. And this is why so many of us are afraid to step outside the box or try things in general, because we are scrutinized for making our mistakes instead of seeing them as a way to learn and grow. And when you guilt your children and make them feel bad and get angry over the things that they do, that's all you're teaching them, is to be afraid of making mistakes. And to avoid that, what would you do? I would stop trying. Don't try new things. Don't, go for what you want, because you might make a mistake and someone might be mad at you. And I don't want my children to feel that way. I want them to know that mistakes are part of learning, and mistakes are the way that you figure out what you want in life, and that making them is part of becoming a better person. And to teach him that, to teach your children not to be afraid of their mistakes, you would have to be willing as a parent to not hammer them when they make one. This isn't always easy when they are making mistakes, because children are always making mistakes, and sometimes they're repeating the same mistakes over and over again. And I certainly have other ways of getting my children to remember things so that it's, easy, but that's a different video. Today was just a reminder of why getting angry with your kids and guilting them doesn't get you what you think you want. They might do what you want, but it will come at a cost to them later, when you want them to try something new or go and follow their dreams or put themselves out there, because they will fear mistakes like most of us do. And most of us don't put ourselves out there because we're so afraid of making mistakes and what other people will say. And I am really trying to teach my children that making mistakes is how you learn and grow, and how you achieve any type of greatness in this life. And that definitely starts with me, their parent, the person that's around them every day, not freaking out every single time they make a mistake. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and comment below, and stay tuned for more how-tos. Maybe my next one will be how to get your kids to remember things. So follow me on my blog and check me out on Facebook and Instagram, and thanks for tuning in.